Good evening. Welcome to Learn Love Tarot. I'm Angie. How are you tonight? So, I am going to do a little quickie reading for us today. If you are new to the channel, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. If you are a current subscriber, especially if you happen to catch the live today that I did on the spiritual view, oh my Lanta. Like, let's just say that right there. Okay. So, not so fun about that reading. I did say how much of a klutz I am, and we just got to laugh at ourselves. And literally, right after I was done with that reading and getting ready to head to the store, I had the baby gate up because I've had construction work happening here in the house. And I didn't want Lola to bother him working. And I nearly face planted. I fell, tripped over the damn gate, and really hurt these first two fingers. I can't carry anything in them. I can't pick anything up. So we're just going to do a little short and sweet here because I want to know, inquiring minds want to know who is coming through, who is this energy like closing the gap on the divine feminine energy following suit, because the divine feminine is healing her side of things. She's surrendering and going, you know what, I'm not waiting anymore, I'm working on me. But what the divine feminine may not realize is that elicits the energy of the divine masculine, either within our own selves, our yin and yang, or of an actual person. So I'm going to pull a quickie aces and we're going to see where we go. We're going to ask about thoughts, what they think, what their actions are, what their feelings are towards the divine feminine or towards each other. And then finally, what's going on here in the 3D. I want to see if we can get any information on this Pentacles part of the Aces reading for this new moon in Virgo, because we did get the Tower energy this morning, but it's a good surprise. It's a good kind of surprise. Okay. So first we're going to ask here. Yep. The divine feminine's energy, Page of Cups, examining all of our past loves, in an understanding of what have our own patterns been, healing ourselves, like I just mentioned. That's pretty flippin' cool. Okay. So on this moon, it is a crescent, turning the light on the moon. So crescent waxing. This will be after the new moon energy of Monday. This is Tristan, who was in love with the bride. I believe it's Isolde of King Mark, and she was in love with him. However, she did end up marrying King Mark, the King of Cups. This is King Mark's night. So, okay, let's see what's going on with the energy of the divine masculine. Princess of Staves, which would be the Page of Wands. And I am corrected here. This is the Knight of Cups. So rather than just offering an apology, divine feminine, this is deep examination. This is understanding also how to use your divine gifts. Okay. And then here comes this Page of Wands here, throwing caution to the wind, wanting a new experience. This is a message of some sort. Pages are messengers, and it's a message of passion. Either that or they are starting. Well, I'm asking about love. So I don't have to go through all the different versions of it because we're asking about that read in particular. I will link that in the description box when I'm done with this reading. For me, I mean, there's been some epic readings this week. The energy is like a fire hose. We do have Venus energy moving back into its home camp of Libra this morning. And that was quickly followed just by over an hour. That was quickly followed by the trining Pluto, which is the planet of transformation. Both are now in an air sign, so Libra and Aquarius respectively. What is the energy of this connection? What are we talking about today in that reading today? Please and thank you, Spirit. What is the what is the lesson, or what is this connection in the 3D here? What is the purpose of this connection? What is going on? What may happen by the new moon in Virgo when a new start is coming? As I mentioned in that reading, wherever Scorpio is in your chart, that's a life area where you'll have extra juju to wish big. If you know your sun is in Scorpio, then it's the biggest wishing moon of the year for you. So get your manifestations ready. Why did 2 want to come out? Okay, triumph. 21, the successful completion of a cycle. And look, that's the earth energy there. I just asked about the new moon in Virgo. Okay, Venus energy here, that of the Empress, and my prediction a couple Mondays ago at that full moon in Aquarius. This is a 2-week cycle here of energy I'm asking about. And indeed, we've got triumph, and there is a world behind him, just like there's this earth energy here. Okay, so the story of Dionysus and Ariadne, and I'm going to read that to us because this deck is a little bit different. It is the Lover's Path, and each of the major arcana is about a historical couple. So I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I believe she's holding like a string behind her back. They're like a fated destiny. We're triumphing with these lovers back together. But I believe one of them went back to some place, maybe even hell, to just to see each other one more time. And there is a ship in the background here in the ocean of this Earth picture, which for me is soulmate energy. And then we do have Paolo and Francesca, which is the card of the devil, the sister card energy to the lovers. Temptation. In this deck, it is called Temptation instead of the devil. We talked about devil energy in that reading today, although the devil did not show up. That is just false evidence appearing real because are you afraid here this is not going to be successful, that someone's not coming back for one last kiss, perhaps? Let's go ahead and see what we got here. So the world card in this deck is called Triumph once again, and it is Dionysus and Ariadne. Take off my Farsi Oases. Expansion, success, travel, and closure. I'll also attach my channeled messages from this morning because it was a big deal about a dragonfly flying right over my car one direction north. My car was getting ready to move south. We have the north and south node coming up a lot here, and it's the first time I ever pulled the dragonfly charm ever, and there's like 250 of them charms in there. So let's see. Princess Ariadne helped Theseus slay the Minotaur by teaching him to use a golden thread as a path within the labyrinth where the Minotaur lived. So that's her golden thread that she's holding there behind her back. Ariadne thought that they would live together forever, but Theseus abandoned her upon the island of Naxos. Bereft as she was, Ariadne did not know she was fated for a greater love. Dionysus, the god of divine intoxication. He loved Ariadne for her passionate bravery and loyalty. Now a goddess by marriage, she went on to live in blissful triumph with her immortal husband. So Dionysus went to the underworld to bring her back to life as his wife. Okay. Wow. It's not the one more time story like I was thinking. This is going to great means to be with this other person. Okay. Now, Paolo and Francesca also wanted to come out with this temptation energy. So let's see what that's all about. Okay, so again, that's the devil. It's inner turmoil, obsession. It's on page 11. This 21 triumph card is on page 14, which is a 5 of change and also the temperance energy. Change triangles is all over my notes today. So there we have that. All right, let's look at this temptation here, obsession energy. So Francesca de Polenta of Ravenna was married to Giovanni Malatesta to strengthen their family's political bonds. But there was one problem. Francesca loved Gianni's brother, the handsome Paolo. Tempted by love, Francesca and Paolo's story could only end in sorrow. These true events inspired the poet Dante, who had a vision of Paolo tenderly embracing Francesca to protect her against the forces swirling about them in Hades. Dante told this story in his Inferno, the first book of the Divine Comedy. So the meaning is tempted by forces one cannot control, obsession in the form of envy, sensual desires, or the need to try to control an outcome. Okay. When we know there's going to be triumph here, we talked about trying to control energy, guys. That slows it down. Having an expectation of outcome also slows down the energy of really what we want to come to us. Now, I wanted to also take a quick look at any extra meaning of this card. Triumph over difficulties, feeling supported by the universe. We had a message today from the De La Luna deck and it said, trust the universe. I know they were connected here. Happy closure to a phase of life, travel and communications. Okay, we did have the 8 of Wands come out first, which is passionate, fast communication and could also be travel. Uno momento. Let me just stir my pasta really quick. So sorry. Thank you for the grace. All right. Back to business here. Okay, so what inquiring minds want to know here is I cannot use my mermaid deck. We got a man down. We got the Wheel of Fortune down because it has a little bend in the corner. And like I said, thank God all my decks are already pre-shuffled, but I will take a quick look. The end of something. We talked about that today with the 5 of Cups. We have to let one thing go in order to create space for the new. Okay. And I know that is not easy to do. Wait, bottom, middle, top. I want to go bottom to the middle and middle to the top. Okay. Now I got that 5 of Swords all hell up in your head. Let's go ahead and shuffle these babies. What? Oh, okay. Well, Spirit wanted me to say that. That can be self-gaslighting. That can be gaslighting, period. So temptation here, 5 of Swords, just trying to win. That could be perhaps someone trying to hold on to something else just to win. We'll see where that goes. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. So if this person or you are already in a committed partnership here, it looks like they're wanting to throw caution to the wind and bring some kind of message of passion. I'm looking at Prince of Cups here. Wow. So the 5 of Cups that I was talking about, there's 5 of Pentacles, here's 5 of Swords. The 5 is the energetic frequency of change itself, which is why triangles are all over my sketches today. 8 of Wands, I just said it was the first card that came out in that reading. There's a key here. So as soon as she, realizes that that there is a key behind her, basically, traditional deck would be they're walking by the church but can't find the door. This is a big ass door, and we had two doors show up on the what's this reading about, and then on the advice card of taking that leap into this door number two, this leap of faith here. Okay, crossed by Fool. Oh my gosh, this new leap of faith. Okay, let's get to business. What does the divine feminine think of this divine masculine? What does the divine feminine think of this divine masculine here? Divine feminine thinks that the divine masculine is confused about what to choose. Crossed by what I just said. Two of Wands. Which action should I take? Should I stay or should I go? And if that were enough, oh my Lanta, playing hot foot back and forth here. Okay, what does the divine masculine think of the divine feminine? What does the divine masculine think of the divine feminine? What does the divine masculine think? Knight of Swords, maybe that you're running after something that's about to take off a cliff. This is very fast energy. Knight of Swords is Gemini energy. We do have Mars still currently in Gemini, that fast action. The Knight of Swords does focus on the sword of truth. The Knight is sent by the King of Swords, which has been coming out a lot this week with that King and Queen, because Libra is trining Aquarius. So King and Queen of Swords much. So what does the divine feminine, divine masculine think about the divine feminine? I mean, this wants to go just as fast and throw caution to the wind. Maybe they think you'll leap at this chance. They could think you're highly intellectual. They could feel like that, yep, they could feel like if they've been walking, they best get to stepping because you might be about to go over that cliff. They think they need to cut, they think they need to pick up their step because they think you're going over the edge here, that you might get away. The expectation they have, look at that. The crossing energy of the divine feminine would technically be the divine masculine, right? If we're asking about this couplehood, crossing him would be your energy. Three of Wands. This is the manifestation. This is the expectation that it's coming. This is the ask. This is, I know my wave is coming, or else I wouldn't have driven all the way out here through all that traffic to wait here with my board. Wow. Okay. What action would the divine feminine like to take towards the divine masculine? What action would the divine feminine like to take? You want to blow some shit up, divine feminine? You want to shock them. Maybe you think that your feelings for them would shock them. Maybe the action you want to take is just blowing up whatever you have going on right now because we're not satisfied. The action you'd like to take is to rebuild from scratch. And here are a bunch of other butterflies that have also showed in that death and transformation, that change energy. The car I parked to at the grocery store had a monarch butterfly on the back of it. And there, what I just say, there is a Queen of Swords here in the environmental energy. That could be divorcee energy or simply just Libra moving back into her sign of, or Venus moving back into her home sign of Libra. Underneath that is a Queen of Cups. So the action that you would like to take is telling your truth. You think that might blow shit up, though. It may. The truth will set you free, but first it might piss you off, right? You would like a new start energy. You want a new start. It feels like the crossing energy does as well here. We will see where we go with that. And I keep that in the deck. What does the divine masculine, what actions does the divine masculine want to take towards, okay, that didn't mean to happen, towards the divine feminine, also wanting a new start, wanting to take a leap of faith. Oh, come on, Nat. What else wanted to pop out here? It's just time. It's a matter of timing. The seed's already planted. This has already been something that they've been thinking about, crossing energy of their environment currently. King of Swords. I can't make this crap up, you guys. Both bottom of the decks. King and Queen of Swords also came out in that reading today, as well as on the two different sides of the energy. Wow. Okay. This may be you holding back on your truth somewhat, but I don't think so. The Queen of Swords takes longer time to make decisions. The King of Swords is quick in their decision making. So for me, that's a little bit of contrary energy there. We'll see. I'm going to keep, okay, because that's why. So they might think you're holding back because you have some confusion as to the situation or as to what action you would like to take. Okay, full moon energy with this Ace of Cups happening. We got the full moon coming up. The next one would be that full moon eclipse in Pisces energy. It's going to be a big one, guys. It is a big lunation. What are the Divine Feminine's feelings regarding, okay, Three of Swords in reverse? Your heart is healed from something else, or could have even been from this person. I don't normally read reversals, but let's see what's on. Yeah. Okay, you've moved on to calmer waters. You're hoping they are too. Your heart is open to love. You are hoping theirs is too. They may be moving on as well. Again, crossing energy, bottom of the deck, I see as the masculine, the action, things happening around us. So you can take that as what's happening around your own yin energy on your end, and what's happening for the yang energy and in their environment on their end. You can also swap them for each other. However it resonates for you, you know best. Okay, so what does the divine masculine feel about the divine feminine? I want to get more on that, the feelings, because, feeling like you're over heartbreak or over the heartbreak they imposed on you. I would think you'd have something more to say than, "Hey, I'm over the hurt." I mean, maybe I'm ready to move to calmer waters. Maybe if this is a divorce energy and you're moving on here, and it's like being ready after you kind of process the loss of that. What does the divine masculine feel about the divine feminine? Mum's the word. They're like keeping it tight-lipped. Okay, we're gonna have to. Okay. Okay, keeping what tight-lipped. So then this was on the top and this was on the bottom, top and bottom. Yeah, they're ending something here. Successful completion of a cycle, which we got as the energy of the entire connection. Okay, Page of Pentacles, they feel like they want to bring this message to you that something has completed on their end. Crossed by a Three of Pentacles, what's completed on their end? The foundation of something that they started. Perhaps it never got past a Three of Pentacles. That's pretty small pentacles. That's not very much. If this was an entire relationship that they were in that was ending, maybe that's why it ended, because it really just didn't go anywhere. Yeah, packing up and moving on. Okay. Wow. Okay, what's going on in the 3D here for the divine feminine? Knight of Wands, Stella getting her groove back, ready to get your groove on. Emperor in reverse. Are you celebrating a divorce here? You get ready to get your groove back. Look at those color matches as well. The North Node of Destiny is in Aries energy. with the Emperor being in reverse, that's not taking leadership or taking a pause here. You just like girls just want to have fun kind of energy. You might want to take a hot minute break here after whatever business was going on for you here in the past. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, walking away from what did not serve you. You ready to celebrate. 10 swords was in reverse. That pain might still be lingering around the go, guys, because in an upright, that means you're walking towards the sun. And then you reach for that sword of truth. So make sure that you have processed all of your pain. We're not hiding it by party-arty. That's fun for a hot minute. But we need that Emperor in the upright position to take action on the healing portion of this. We can't hold any bitterness or any resentment of any kind, because then you take that with you, right? And I did say on those 10 of swords, normally they're walking towards the sun in that card in the upright, and when it's in the reverse, that is hanging on to the pain. So even though you're like, I'm walking towards my happiness away from whatever was not making you happy, make sure we don't let ourselves slip back into that woe is me energy, okay? What is happening right now in the 3D with the divine masculine energy? Why are they the Page of Wands? Page of Wands, so the knight would be one step ahead of the page. It said today that energy is closing the gap on each other. Those both sides are closing the gap, coming into balance. What's going on in the 3D with the divine masculine? I was going to get ready to say two more. So this was in the reverse. So they don't think what they had hoped for and wished and dreamed of, not happening. The Star in reverse. The star would be indicative that the tower has already happened, 16 to 17. But when it's in reverse, maybe they're getting ready to have their tower. We did pull the tower energy for this new moon in Virgo. This could be coming up. And the end freaking card, cannot believe it. Bottom of the deck was the Chariot card, especially in relation to my car story today. The Emperor drives the Chariot in this deck, okay? So we've got the Star in reverse, maybe losing hope, wanting to take off quickly because they think you might be getting away. This other had to end first, okay? All right, let's see. That's what's happening right now. But what does the divine feminine want to happen in the 3D with the divine masculine? What would the divine feminine like to have happen, especially this Eight of Wands? Wow. Fast, passionate communication. That could have left you out in the cold in the past, but you don't understand that that was the key to your lesson and learning, right? Getting back on your own 2 feet. Your lesson in learning was to find strength in your own freaking balance. Much crossed by Queen of Wands, how Stella got her groove back, moving from knight to queen. Okay, I was specifically asking what's up here in this Eight of Wands. Now, let me get back to my other question. What would the divine feminine like to have happen by the full moon in Pisces? What shakeup? What would she like to have happen in the 3D? What would she like for this to be? What would she just love for this connection to be? Okay, even in reverse, the sun is the happiest card in the deck. Maybe divine feminine, you don't believe this is happening. However, whenever you see reversals, just as a by the by, that means the energy is here. Okay, the energy is available. That means this can flip upright any freaking time. There's that Ace of Wands passion. All that the Page of Wands is carrying, passionate new beginning, a message of passion, and also that the Knight of Wands carries. And remember, the Knight is sent out by the king. And we have the queen here. Okay. Gathering information here much? All right. The researcher of the group. What about the divine masculine? What would the divine masculine, what would their knock it out of the park ideal be within this lover's connection? This deep soul connection that we saw evidence of in the reading today, Spirit. What would the divine masculine, what would be their best case scenario for what could happen in the 3D with the divine feminine? What would the divine masculine like to have happen in the 3D? Best case scenario, knock it out of the park with that bat, that ace of wands, the bat and the ball, as MJ says. I like that. Why two? What would you like? Would they like to have happen? They would like to not be bored with what they have, like what they're going through right now is zero fundsville. What they would like to have happen is to taste your rainbow. They want Skittles. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, they hold you in high regard. They would like to pick you. See how she's reaching up and picking that pentacle? They would like to pick you, divine feminine. Maybe they're trying to get themselves free and clear. This is single energy. And if they need that, we saw the 10 of Pentacles on their side, they do need to get free and clear first, so that an Ace of Cups can be offered. Wow, what are they trying to walk away from right now? Yeah, there could be divorce energy on the table on this end too. They're just trying to strategize. And when I say about the Ace of Wands, there's the Pentacle of it, and there's the Lover's connection underneath. They want to taste your rainbow, just like you want to taste theirs. I can't make it up. Alrighty, they got some justice to contend with here with this north-south node lesson though, guys. Got some justice to contend with first. You want everything to be free and clear. Okay, lastly here, what is the, where is the divine feminine in her ascension process? Where is she at right now? Karmic Purge, a 6 to 6 energy. If you watch that reading today, the mirror reflections will resonate with you. That came out quite a bit. Wow. Crossed by the same color family, the same suit, the generator 4 to 4, that Emperor energy that is reversed at the moment, staying grounded. Okay, staying grounded in your environmental energy here. Okay, what is happening on the ascension path regarding the divine masculine in this particular lover's journey, hero's journey that we talked about today? King energy, 7 to 7, divine masculine. Maybe they're just now realizing they can play their cards a little bit differently, and if they're coming here in as a Page of Wands, they best get to step in what was sticking out here. Beyond illusion, the 6 to 6, changing their perception. Wow. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, crossed by the same color family. Everything is possible. 1111 twin flame. Shut the front door. But don't shut the new door. Do not shut those new doors that are opening in that new chapter that is happening. It's here, guys. It's here. All right. This is a very short message today, but I hope it finds you beautifully fantastic in this Venus energy, nurturing ourselves, appreciating beauty, grounding yourself, and keep having fun. Keep your vibration high, because that is what elicits the higher vibration of the counterpart of the love that you want to come into your life. Okay. I love you. Ooh, that hurts a little bit, but I will talk to you soon. I'll definitely see you tomorrow at the live at 5 o'clock, on the Spiritual View at 5 o'clock for happy hour. Bye now.